Davido's rollout strategy for the 5 album has to be the most organized and intelligent rollout that we've had in a while.
Do you think that this album is going to be one of the best Davido album ever?
It can be one of, but I don't think this can be, the best out of all the albums that he has dropped.
Do you think that Lahour is a global hit song?
Now listening to them vibing to Lahour, doing the challenge and everything, you just know that the marketing team, the PR team have done like a beautiful job in actually marketing that song and making everybody listen to it and then do the challenge. So currently, yes, we would say that Lahour is a global hit at the moment.
Do you see Portable bagging a Regina Daniels?
How? Portable Regina Daniels, are you not weighing it? How is it going to happen? Can never happen.
So Davido's 5 album is almost here, and with 5 he's entering a new chapter, not just musically but personally and progressively, promising his fans a more refined, introspective and sonically adventurous body of work. It is safe to say 5 is coming. I know the person that has this anthem has to be Odumodu Black, but Davido is on a roll and he's often referred to as the Kante of the Afrobeats movement. Guys, welcome to what's happening here at Gusto TV Africa. It's Monday and we're super excited. And guys, how have you guys been? Thank you so much for actually supporting. We see everything that you guys do. Thank you so much from the bottom of our heart, and we deeply appreciate it. Thank you for the likes and subscriptions and everything that you do for us. And like we always do, I have my usual suspect with me in here on set today. Sugar, what up?
I'm fine. I'm okay. Good morning. How are you guys doing?
They're good, I guess. I don't know why you can't use soprano. They greet our fans today. Now soprano next
morning.
Jesus.
How you?
Anyways, Sugar, there's a lot to talk about today here on what's happening, because a lot has happened and a lot is happening, right? And one person that has always been in the conversation for the past couple of weeks now has to be Davido Omo Baba Olowo.
Yeah, because the 5's coming.
Yes, the album is coming, and we're just so excited because there's so much happening around this album, and for what is worth, there's a certain type of uniqueness around the rollout strategy for this album. It's less of bass.
Yeah,
he's just minding his business, just going about his business. And for Davido, what he's been able to do is, just really, really take this music everywhere with him. There's no place that Davido has been to in the past couple of days, weeks, months that he has not been very vocal about the 5 album. Now, with all of these things happening, there's always been this conversation that started maybe like a couple weeks ago about him actually premiering literally all the songs on the album. So Sugar, I'm gonna ask you real quick, with this happening, with Davido premiering literally all the songs off the album, is it quite strategic, or he's quite nervous that people are not feeling the ones that he has been dropping, and then he just wants to tease more so that people get in tune with the album?
I mean, that's quite a very dicey situation if you ask me, because it's beginning to look like he's not sure about what he wants to put out. I mean, if you can already start previewing almost all the songs, I know he said, according to Apple Music, where we have the date for the album coming and the number of songs on it, we have 17 songs on it, and I'm sure out of the 17 we already have 3. We have Awuke, we have Fonz, and we have BTS Still. So now minus those 3 is previewed, I'm sure more than 3 or 4 more tracks. On the live stream he previewed a few, so it's like he's not sure about what he wants to put out, and maybe he just wants to start he wants to hear the feedback already before the album even drops, so he knows what to expect. Maybe when he finally drops it, he shouldn't expect too much, or he should probably just not put too much work into promoting it after it drops, because I mean the promotion before the album has dropped, I really don't know the amount of promotion that he wants to do again after the album must have dropped. But when it comes to him previewing almost all the songs on the album, I mean at this point, like you said, maybe he's nervous, or he might just be overly excited. I mean the 5's coming and stuff.
Because talking of overly excited, I want to think that he's actually overly excited, because one person that we know that is a happy person has to be Davido. Davido is just like a happy person, just really goes about his business, doesn't really care about the status quo, just wants to promote his music, just wants to do music and be happy. He signed Boy Chase to the franchise right now. Nobody expected that one to actually pop, but of course his team obviously would have known. So recently Davido has signed Boy Chase to the franchise, and a lot of people did not see this one coming. Of course, we know that he had promised the boy that definitely he was going to do something for him. And right now he's, a member of the DMW 2.0. And talking about excitement, he actually previewed another song during the weekend, Can't Feel My Face, written by the one and only Victoni. Now, when you listen to all of these songs, bits and pieces, like you mentioned, we've heard Fonz, we've heard Awuke featuring YG Marley. We've heard Be There Still. With all the things you've heard, the snippets that has actually dropped, do you think that this album is going to be one of the best Davido album ever?
With what I've heard, I don't want to make that. I don't want to come to that conclusion yet that to be one of Davido's. Okay, one of. Yes, it can be one of. I thought you said probably the best. No, it can be one of, but I don't think this can be the best out of all the albums that he has dropped ever since. But it can be one of, because I mean tracks, the records of it has actually been nice. We have Awuke, we have Fonz. Be There Still, I think the song is beginning to grow on me though. I think with the lyrics and stuff, I think that song is beginning to grow on me. Then there's this one with Shensia. They both performed it in the listening party in California. What's the title? Is it Offer Me?
Offer Me.
Is it Offer Me?
Yes.
Yeah, they performed it, and I think from the performance, I was liking what I heard. So definitely, I think, let's just hope. But I think it can be one of the best albums so far that Davido has dropped. So yeah, that's just it.
I think Davido is not the only person that's quite excited about this album. I think the people that he's featured on the album are actually really gassed and looking forward to this album, because Shensia, like you said, they both like previewed the song together, and then Shensia had a couple things to say about this album.
He was even very high.
So Shensia said, we've had like 3 to 4 unreleased songs together that never came out. Thank you for doing this one with me. Also, thank you for blessing my fans with your presence. And that was Shensia to the one and only Davido. So like the international collaborations that Davido has on this project is quite strategic. We have Shensia, we have Victoria Monet, we already had YG Mali, I beg your pardon. So all of these things happening for Davido right now, do you think like it's quite a strategic rollout for him in terms of how he has been able to go about the promotion for this album, or is just trying to really outdo the other guys, knowing that his direct rival Wizkid has actually dropped a project last year, and there is this intense pressure to beat that, or he's just really going about his business and doesn't really care about who's dropping or who's dropped?
So I would say that Davido is not trying to outdo anybody at this point.
You think so?
I think so. I don't think he's, like you said, Davido is free spirited, is happy, is excited, he's about to drop a project. What I would say is I think Davido is excited that he might be outdoing himself in terms of the past project that he has released. Maybe that is why the whole excitement and everything is over the roof. But considering the features, the 05 stops, and every strategic rollout surrounding this project and the album, definitely I think he's just excited about the fact that he might be outdoing himself, not every other person.
Because it's a new day, actually. It's a new era for him, and then sounds has actually like switched, and the quality of the sound I'm hearing on this album is quite different, but it is really, really dope in my opinion. I'm looking forward to the Shensia song. I'm looking forward to the Victoria Monet song. I think there's so much anticipation and excitement about this album, and I saw something on X, and I'll just read that before we wrap up this conversation. And this one is from Chim, and he says, or she says, I don't know if she's a Chim or a him or whatever. He said Davido's 5 album promotion has to be one of the best music promotion we have ever seen in Afrobeat. No ranting, no fooling, no stupid moves, just pure advertisement. Now, when you hear this, is it a true statement, or is just maybe a Davido fan trying to gas up the 5 album?
No, this person is not trying to gas up the album. I would say for a fact that Davido's rollout strategy for the 5 album has to be the most organized and intelligent rollout that we've had in a while.
Just working hard.
is working really hard. It's doing really great. I mean, the 5 stops.
Yeah.
You're just seeing the intentionality and the effort. Yes,
Yeah.
the effort is there. It's not that you're just not someone that is just coming up to tweet something random or post something random so everybody can start talking and boom, there's a project. So yeah,
Quite impressive for Davido, and
Really
we really,
impressive.
really, really love everything that he's done and he's doing with the promotion for the 5 album. So the album is going to be packed with 17 whole tracks, and of course we've heard like 3 songs of that album already, and he's been teasing a couple more. And maybe before the end of the 5 stops we get to hear the actual 17 songs, because Davido is a happy man. He's happy like that, and there's no problem with that. I mean, the 30BG guys are super pumped. Everyone who's an Afrobeat enthusiast is actually really pumped for the release of this project. Guys, tell us what your thoughts are. Do you think that this album is going to be one, if not the best Davido project yet? Put your thoughts in the comments below, and then we'll be right there to respond to every one of it. Now, moving on, if there's one song that has actually stuck in my head for a long time, funny enough, I really don't listen to songs like this. Not like I don't listen to them, I do listen to them, but it does not have a direct impact on me like that. Azamedra. Actually went to look for the lyrics and actually understand that is Azamedra.
okay, it's med dry.
As in my Aza is dry.
Oh, as a med. Hey, me have been singing as a metro.
No, not Metra. Azamedra Lahour. Me paste Aza Lahour.
Oh, like my Aza is dry. Should
not-
I send my account details?
You understand? That song has actually stuck in my head for a long
too,
time.
yeah.
Everybody's doing challenge, the Lahour challenge, international artists as well. Our big movie stars are actually jumping on this challenge and all that stuff. Do you think that Lahour is a global hit song?
Currently, we'll call it a global hit song. But I would like to say that, when the song dropped at first, it wasn't something that everybody thought was really going to be that. It was like, what kind of song is this? Just vibes. I mean, it's not even adding, there's no meaning or a direct impact, like he said, on anybody. But with what that song is currently doing, I would say that is an evidence of intelligent and proper marketing. Because you would see it, and the PR, I mean, with the current challenge that is going on, intercontinental monument, I mean, whoever came about that challenge must have sat down, because this is a song that you can't get, normally the people that are vibing to it now, those big movie stars, and they really want to be, vibing to songs that probably might have direct impact, or valuable songs, or even songs that has replay values. But now listening to them vibing to Lahour, doing the challenge and everything, you just know that the marketing team, the PR team have done like a beautiful job in actually marketing that song and making everybody listen to it and then do the challenge. So currently, yes, we would say that Lahour is a global hit at the moment.
That one is quite debatable, because I mean, like, when this song actually popped in, you want to go back to the quality of sound that we're used to, how like people used to really write like proper songs, talking about the Olamides, the Davidos, of maybe in the past 10 years ago, the Wizkids. They will really write proper hit songs. But right now it looks like there's a deviation from that to like vibes and street lingo or lingua, because when you listen to songs like that, the quality and the components of the song is quite like, okay, Azamedra Lahour, me paste Aza Lahour, Ekumede Lahour, ladies taking me photo, paparazzi,
The fact that you're singing it,
Don Julio.
I mean,
like, so for me, I just feel like it's a song that has I can't attach any type of importance to it. It's just a vibey song. There is a replay value because people are playing it, so there is replay.
Like when we talk about replay value, I'm talking about can we like want to refer back to this song in the next 5-10 years?
Well, that's a debate, because I mean, in the next 5-10 years, people want to say that Charlie Poppy actually burst into the scene with a certain song called Lahour, and this song had everybody singing it. Everybody dancing to it. Everybody doing challenges.
And that's if you are doing history now. You're saying, oh, when he came to the scene, what song did he?
So I mean, so it's going to be in the history books.
There's a difference. Okay, now the other day before we came on set, the last episode we're talking about Olamide, and the likes, the collaboration. Then we're referring back to his songs. I mean, if you listen to Anifowoshe now, you still feel the same way you felt then. If you listen to Lagos Boys, if you listen to Bobo, those songs, I mean, definitely we'll say that those were the kind of sounds that we were accustomed to then.
Yeah.
But I really do not think that, Lahour is one song that you can play in 10-15 years to come now and you feel the same way you felt listening to it now. I really do not know. We can't be saying,
I don't think so, Sugar.
Sure,
I really don't think so, because when you mentioned that era, we also had the era of bang 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 now they for mommy
that's
daddy daddy
okay now I get
we
it.
had
So
those kind of songs.
so maybe we'll just now let me take that back here. So maybe we'll now say that talking about songs that has replay values we would now have to segment them or section them. Oh, this one there's direct impact or value, this one is just vibes. So let's say under songs that would have replay value just because of the vibes, it has to be Lahour. Lahour has to be.
I'm just actually making a case for the song, maybe because I love it a little too much, and because
now you're loving it, when you say it dropped, you were like, what's this?
I was skeptical, but right now it looks like it's the viral sensation and everybody's really like jamming to that. But whether it has the might to transcend beyond the borders and go like global hit, that's one thing I'm actually really concerned about, because we had songs like CK's One City that dropped, didn't pick up until like a couple years, became like a global hit song. So I'm using that to actually infer to say, do we consider Lahour a global hit song? But what it's doing, the numbers it's doing, staying on the charts, and actually really it's one of the biggest songs right now, honestly. So big ups to Charlie Poppy and his brothers for actually redefining and staying true to their artistry. Because one thing I know and I really like about them is the fact that they've not tried to be R&B, they've not tried to be pop, they've not tried to be reggae. They've stuck with their style. They've been very audacious about it, and everybody's seeming to buy into it and love it. Yeah. So shout out to Charlie Poppy. Shout out to Zeridiel. Shout out to the one and only
famous
Pluto. Now let's move on to other interesting beats, and one person that we always really talk about in terms of controversy. I know Sugar is sick and tired of talking of this guy, but I'm going to bring him to you. I'm going to shove him down your throat, because this guy has said, Sugar, I don't care what you say about me. I'm going to be in the news. Face. I'm going to be in your freaking face. And that person is Portable Omolalomi. Again, for the upteen time. This guy has found many ways more than one to stay relevant. Now, Sugar, so Portable said that he has eyes for Regina Daniels. Do you see Portable?
Oh my God!
Do you see Portable bagging a Regina Daniels?
How? Like how will Portable bag a Regina Daniels?
How not?
Are you like Portable Regina Daniels? Are you not weighing it? How is it going to happen? Can never happen.
He can take her out for dinner though.
Where are they going?
And dance Zazuze, scatter all the leg.
They're going to
Odumodu, of course.
Never forget that thing. Portable Regina Daniels. No.
Because I mean, like, okay, let's look at it. Because I'm trying to understand why you will say that Portable cannot bag Regina Daniels.
No, he can't. Portable
has bagged queens. Portable has bagged baddies. Will continue to bag baddies. Whether you're gonna call them Shango Ota Badizo, or you're going to call them Ibadan Badizo, whether a body is a body. Okay. And talking about bodies, Portable has actually bagged a former queen of the late Alafin of Oyo. So, Queen Dami. So, when you talk about a queen and you talk about Regina Daniels is obviously married to a billionaire. I'm not saying that Portable has the billionaire type of money, but there's something that Portable has. Is composure and the wit to actually win a woman over.
Wait.
So do you want to reconsider that again? Do you think that Portable can actually bag Regina Daniels? He's quite audacious.
I mean, you said something now. You said he has tease, he has composure.
Yeah.
And he has... are you joking?
You might not like it, but the ladies love it.
Wait, who are the ladies that love it?
He has a couple wives, and these people are comfortable enough.
I mean,
to have
yeah,
him,
definitely.
you know, to have him
it's,
bed
it's
with
someone's type. Yes,
Yeah.
it's definitely someone's type. We cannot. But you know, when you said something about, you know, he backed an ex queen and something. You cannot compare the class of that ex queen. I mean, what's her name?
Queen
Dami. You can't compare a class to Regina Daniels' class.
How? Who's Regina Daniels? What class does she have that Queen Dami does not have?
Are you joking?
Do you know who the Alafin of Oyo is?
It's
One of the most revered monarchs in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
So what you mean?
Because she was married to him and then she became a queen. Kizania once said something that if they call you a king or they call you a queen, it's not by the name, it has to be in the blood. They have to see you, and then the whole of you is actually speaking that thing that they call you, not because they just call you the name. Oh yeah, she was married to a king, she was a queen. That's it. But looking at Regina Daniels, I mean, if you see the both of them, who would you call a queen first, even if none of them have ever been married to a king?
This is a challenge to actually Queen Dami, and you need to actually step up your game, because right now Sugar is saying that you have no class. And you cannot
I never said that. I never said. You guys, why are you always putting me on the spot? Why are you always saying this? I didn't say she didn't have class. I'm just saying that, you know, our class is not up to that of Regina Daniels. I mean, everybody has class, or even Portable has class now.
That's why I think that Portable can actually bag Regina Daniels. Anyways, guys, that is for you to think about.
Yeah,
and that's for you to actually tell us. Do you think that Portable can actually bag Regina Daniels? Because if you look at him, he's an international figure. He has a song with Skepta. He's quite big in the industry. Yeah. You cannot count 10 artists without actually mentioning Portable. He's always relevant. He stays in the news. He makes us laugh. He makes us question our sanity sometimes, and, you know, makes us believe in the true nature of grace, Akoi grace, like he says it, because regardless of all the ups and downs and all the things that he's actually been, you know, met with, he has stayed relevant, and people still look for him. Recently, Odumodu has actually said, you know what, bro, let's go into the studio and make music. So I think, in my opinion, that Portable has the tenacity, he has the grit, he has the power, he has the steez and the composure to actually get a Regina Daniels. Now, Regina Daniels, if you can hear me and if you can hear us, please, for what it's worth, I think you want to start considering a Portable, because he's a good man and he loves you till
the way I'm making a case for Portable, now I feel like, are you guys related?
I love him. Speaking of Portable and Odumodu, and speaking of Odumodu, recently, Odumodu just, you know, spotlighted his kids.
Yeah, he did.
Did you think they had kids before?
I would never have imagined that.
Why are they protecting their kids actually from the media?
My whole problem is not even protection. I mean, definitely songs are not something that his kids should listen to, if we're going to be very honest.
They're not proud of their daddy.
And they'll be proud of their daddy in some other ways. Now imagine me hearing my daddy sing about if you know who go pay for a wig and handbag.
Real talk though.
So
talk.
Definitely they'll mature into it.
Course,
is he praying for his daughter
real talk.
Is Odumodu praying for his daughter to mature into?
Because the truth of the matter is,
if you know who go pay for a wig,
real talk, facts on the table. Because if you don't, it's real talk. When they grow old, they're gonna be in tune with it.
Oh, so you're saying, okay, now when I said that when Odumodu's daughter grows up, she's going to mature into a father's song. If you know, we'll go put for a wig and I'm back.
Futuristic.
That's what he said. But for me, I would just say that, you know, initially when I saw the post, I was now checking the internet that, okay, who dragged him, who said something for him to have now come out to post this skit. And I realized that it's not as if anybody even was dragging him. I was even thinking maybe someone came out to say, oh, what is hiding me from? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Nothing like that. So I just feel like this whole strategic rollout for the album, maybe the man should just relax a bit, because God knows what he's going to post next. I mean, you've not posted these skits, you've never ever posted them, and just because you know you need everybody, you still need to be in the news over and over again, you post the kids. What else will you post next?
The truth of the matter is, while I agree with you, I also want to say maybe he's just thinking this is the right time for him to actually like put his kids out,
so he can remain in the news for the album that wants to drop. And I
also like the fact that he also said that is, you know, there was nobody dragging him, so he actually did it by himself. So you have to give him credit for that.
It's strategy in Gbogbo.
Well,
everything is strategy.
It was a strategy around the fact that Ashake's daughter was popping into the scene. Well, at least we knew this year Ashake had a daughter. We didn't know.
That one is different now. That one they came to drag. It was
so dragged. He did it by himself. So
it was it's strategy. You self, you know, you're just trying to make a case for Odumodu Black. Everything is strategy. Are we not talking about him now? And since he
Anyways,
posted this, I've not been talking about Odumodu. If he decides to drop a project today again, that one self go top chart again now. Cause why? They've been talking about him. So yes, strategy in it, but the
just
fact
maybe
that he's
Odumodu
kid-
thinks that somebody's about to drag him, and he said, you know, before you drag me, let me drag myself.
Oh, another angle. Another angle.
Because this man,
damage
you know,
control in advance.
because you go like pity this boy. don't
Every
put
day
him,
now, Billy.
don't put him under pressure. Anyways, big ups to Odi, big ups to Odumodu, because this is one person that released a project to promote a project. This is something that we don't really see.
We don't really see.
In the industry, and big ups to him. He said, like he said, the machine is coming, and he's gone everywhere to promote this album. So big ups to him. I don't know why they protect their kids so much, but it is what it is. That's their life. That's their style. And whatever it is, we hope that it's all for the positive. It's all for positive moves, actually. And then these kids can actually grow up to really, really be proud of their parents, especially about the things that they sing about.
That's so ironic in the side of music, music, no.
Anyways, guys, let us know what you think. Do you think that these guys are actually doing so much to protect their kids and actually feeding us the energy, so we and our own kids can consume the things and they are protecting their kids from all of this? Okay, guys, thank you so much for sticking with us here on Gusto TV Africa on what's happening. And guys, please let us know what you think about everything that's been said. You think that Davido's album is going to be one of the best albums to drop in the year 2025? And tell us why these guys think it's okay to hide their kids from us. Are we not part of the community? Are we not your fans? Are we not supposed to know what's going on in your life? And tell me if you think, like I think, that Portable will be able to bag a Regina Daniels. Sugar doesn't think so, but I think that Portable should be able to bag Regina Daniels because he has still his composure, he has the money, he has everything in his power and behind or within, you know what I mean, to actually bag, Regina Daniels. And please put all your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and like we always do, be right there to respond to every one of it. Have an amazing day. Sugar and I are gonna sign out and catch you guys
later.